Cleaning up in front of my desk. Clean up in front of my desk. Got this in the mail today. Just has my address on it. It doesn't say to who it is, so I can't open it because it's not mine. Comes from them, and I can't open their mail. You know what I'm saying? Crazy. My address, no name. Yep. Constitution. The Charter of Rights. Charter of Rights and Constitution. Charter of Rights and Constitution. It's almost like an ism. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like an ism. Anybody know what an ism is? Well, I'm gonna go to Google and take a look. Google, show me the definition of ism, and I'm going to use Google as reference. So we pull down the screens as they bubble in front of us. Whoop. Okay. And ism. Ism right over here. Let's take that definition. Whoop. Page is way too big. Hold on a second. Let me fix this for you. Ism. You see, you know what I do already, right? I take what I can find online. Then I see where it's used. And I'm not saying it's used in fascism, right? And I'm not even sure how you spell fascism. Hold on a second. Fascism. F-A-S-C. F-A-S-C-I-S-M. And why I do this, it's because if there is a definition from Google, from the direct company of the alphabet, they consider themselves the company of the alphabet. They took over and are using a name that should be a name free to everybody to use, and that is the alphabet soup. Alphabet anything is a generic name. Alphanumeric is a generic name. Alphabet, geo, numero, alpha, geo, numerals. Alpha what? Alphanumeric? Alphanumeric. And where are we going to find alphanumeric? We're actually going to follow the trail of words. Let's look up. Now we got fascism. Fascism is a form of far-right authoritarian ultra-nationalism characterized by dictatorial power, forcible suppression, oppression, and strong regimen in society. The whole thing is, okay, it only takes one person and everybody else follows. Why is everybody else following when they're all in the same position? How strong, or are there not enough once they all wake up? Once they all wake up, there's nobody except for the family. Right there is the family. The family of E-I-E-I-O. Yes. 59, 59, and the completion of the circle, 59 minutes, 59 seconds. And there must be an equation with that, E-I-E-I-O. And what is in here and why we say this is probably and possibly telling us a story. And you see, most of everyone and some people, maybe nobody, and I'm not sure who, and maybe others, but I will say to you that I talk in parables for a reason, because everything is twisted. And it's twisted because here is your 5. Holy mac. But at the same time, I'm going to add these 4. And now we have 5 and 9, E and I. But there is still missing. There's still areas that are missing. You do not see the area of the 2 in here. The 4 is at the 4 corners. The 4, the 5, the cubic 3. It's actually, you see these? See this 5 here? It's not 5. It's 3 and it's 2. It's 3 and 2. 5. Why do I say that? Well, because if you take out a deck of cards, and I know where there's a deck of cards now. Oh, and I got a deck of cards here. Got a deck of cards here. And here's number 5. See that? See the 4 corners? The number 4, right, is placed right onto the 5, and then they add the ace. 4 and 1, 5, because the 4 card, okay, the 4 card, if I cut out all the images on the 4 card, I'd be cutting out the same images as on the 5 card. I believe that the diamond is showing us that suits have to be either the upper diamond or the lower diamond. When it comes to over here, it becomes the lower diamond. Here is the upper diamond. See the way the stem, I always like to look at the stem and say, this is a walkway all the way up, or part of half a diamond. Anyways, the reason I'm saying the 5 is a 3 and 2, 5 is because there's 3 images one way and 2 images the other way. But when it comes to, so that's my 3 and 2, 5. The other 3 and 2, 5, I mean, if you want to look at the deck, okay, is that the actuality is that if I took this 3, this 2, and I put it over the 3, you'd only be left with the 3. So the 2 is it's carried, the 2 is carried by the 3 with the ace in between. There is no other card. And the ironic thing is that when these 2 cards go together, look anywhere in the deck that you want other than the ace, but it's only the ace and the 3 that can fit into this. It'll either become the 7 or the 5. It'll either become the 7G or the 5, G5 or 7E, GE, General Electric. Remember, we're still working on waterworks. If we follow the game that we were given and we go to the deck of cards in the states or countries or provinces that are securely under lockdown, locked threshold, running towards the hardest, that would be Quebec and France. Anything to do with the French. Anything to do with the French. Power and electric. What is it about France with power and electric? Waterworks. Trying to figure out where I was. And the reason for me telling you this is because these cards over here, trying to look for an ace in the deck. I'm looking for an ace. I think I pulled out all the aces. Look at that. Don't play cards. Oh, I got an ace. See, the ace can go into the 4 and create a 5. The images do not overlap each other. The 3 can go into the middle of the 4 and create it, right? And not only that, although the 2 is eaten by the 3, where's the 2 card? Although the 3 is eaten, here's the 2 card. So you see, you can put 1, 2, 3 inside the 4 without disturbing the 4 corners. So you can have 5, 6, and 7. The 4 will go along with 5, 6, and 7. But there is no 4 in the 1, 2, 3. But on every other card, like the 4, there is the same 4 corners. In the 6, there are the same 4 corners in the 7. There are the same 4 corners in the 8. There are the same 4 corners in the 9, as well as 5 inside the 9, where it's 4 and the ace are actually inside a 9. 4 and ace are inside the 9. The 4 and the ace. The 4 and the ace create Four and the ace create 5. 9 equals 5 plus 4. The thing is, it's not the same 4 that is already in the 9. It's not the 4 corner 4. The 5 is the one, sorry, this is the 8 card. I need to use the 9 card. Okay, here's the 9 card. These are the only 3 cards in the deck, the 2, the 8, and the 9, that are different from all the other cards in the deck, that can't be repeated. The ace is repeated inside the 9. The highest of its kind is the ace inside the 9. The 8, it's relevant to what is the 7, and the 8 is also relevant to what is the 6. The 3 here and the 3 here, the 3 here and the 3 here is alike inside the 8, and it gobbles up the center. So now we've gotten rid of 6, 7, and 4. We've gotten rid of the ace. We've gotten rid of the 3. We've gotten rid of the 3 because the ace is inside the 3, and all we're left with is the 2. But the 4 does not begin to exist until 5. And when 4 exists in 5, it brings along the ace with it. It is a 2 and 1 3. 2 up and 1 down. 2 up and 1 down, bottom of the 3rd. Manny Walkie is coming to the plate. Here comes the pitch. It's a fastball low in the corner. Strike 1. Who's in the batter's box? It's Alphabet Soup. Coming out to tell a story to the pitcher that has the fans. That has the fans to keep on going, to keep everybody cool for the moment. Okay, so now we're going to go. So what are we left with? Nothing. Then we have the 10. Well, 1 plus 0 equals to 1. So what is this telling me? This is telling me it is the beginning, it is the end. It is now a whole entity. It is the 10. The 10, angel. 10, Saturn. 1 and 14 and 7 equals 22 plus 5 equals 27 plus 12 equals to 39. Saturn equals to 93. 19 and 1 and 20 and 21 and 18 and 14, 32, 42, 50, 53, 60, 73, 74, 84, 93, and 10, 20, and 5, and 14. If we had to do this the reverse of 10, we would have G, V, M. That's basically what we'd have in short numbers, and it would be 7 and 22 and 13, 7, 4, 4, 74. Remember, 4 is in everything, right? After 1, 2, and 3. 7 is created from 1 and 3, but there is no 2 in 7. 74 is Jesus. 44 is space. 47 is time. 74 is cross. In space, we cross time through Jesus. 744. 35 and 7 equals to the magical number of 42. The total over here equals to 15. We pass it through the governing of headquarters, H, Q, Z, the 8th letter, the 17th letter, and the 26th letter, 2 and 6, 8, 1 and 7, 8, and 8, 8, 8, 8. Headquarters and headquarters. 8 and 8 is 16. Carry the 1. 8 and 8 is 16 plus 1, 17. Carry the 1. 8 and 8 is 16 and 1, 1776. Just after the colonials and the colonial pipeline. The only stories are the stories that are real, that are counted from the words that come right out of Google. Reference Google. Reference Webster's. I have to use reference Einstein. Reference 1776. Reference 2. Freedom 55 Insurance.
Here are the listings for Canada Life Regional Office near Montreal.
That's not what I asked you. Formerly Freedom 55 Financial. Okay? Formerly Freedom 55 Financial. Does Freedom 55 still exist? Freedom 55 Financial is Canada Life. Is Freedom 55. So there's and it's Drive Alive. Yeah, for years. I mean, how wrong were they? Ride and stay alive and save gas right at 55. Half the people fell asleep. They found out that more people went to the Rock, and now they're driving 70. How many times can they be wrong? You tell me. How many times? How many people does it take to make a correct decision? How many people of those people that made a decision or took a choice in making that decision have the capabilities of rational thinking? And who am I to ask? Do I have rational thinking? Am I going to be slightly biased of something? Like for me, if I see you're driving around a corner with a car that weighs a certain weight, and if you drive a certain speed, the car's going to keep sliding over to the right and possibly you're going to fly off the cliff, I'm going to say we're going to have to go a little bit slower. And it's not that, I don't care. You want to go fast and go off the road, that's fine. But you don't own the road. There's a lot of people on the road. Do you have the conscience to know that others who can't drive as well as you can drive on the highway, we ain't all as good as you? You want to be a race car driver? We should make more places people can go just drive as fast as you want. Who cares what happens to them? But wait a second. What if they have a family and a cat? Should we be slowing them down so that the family doesn't have to be in mourning for the rest of their life? They'd like a little bit of nightlife. So there's a balance of understanding of why we have laws, why we don't have laws. And we have to logically, not only logically, but be able to relatively be able to speak out to the public, everybody that's against it, and explain the exact balance. Imagine if you had 30% against your idea. 30%, that's a lot of people. That's a lot of people who don't like my decision. Now, the thing is, what is their rationale? What are their capabilities of relative thinking? Of rational thinking. Is it relative? Is it rational? Yeah, relative and rational. It's the balance of their thinking. We don't always want to be the same. Sometimes we want to get out there. We know we're going to get hurt sometimes. We're just going to get hurt. It happens. They play hockey, they get hurt. They play football, they get hurt. Today, a guy was golfing. He was next to somebody that had one of those new colds they call cover-up ID. And he was up by 6 strokes, and they took him out of the tournament. So now that's a whole numerology. I got to check out this guy. I'm going to go warm up some water. I'm going to go warm up some tea. No, I don't have anything prepared. I'm going to go warm up some water. Just give me a minute. One way or the other, one way or the other. And the reason I say one way or the other, I wish the chat was on. Can I just shut down this video and restart it again? Because the chat is not on. Oh, yes, chat is on. Okay, let me see. Okay. When I say one way or the other, because if I drew all the ways, I'd have a freaking star. You know, you only see most of the time one part of the moon. And I just ate a peanut, sorry. So I'm either looking this way, or I'm looking this way, or I'm looking this way. But if I was looking this way, I'm not looking at you at all. There is no moon. The moon showing up on certain days, and sometimes it just shows up all the time, but it's the ghost. There's a white moon that shows up in the sky. Whatever you say it. But I'm not going to listen to what you have to say. I'm going to listen to everything you have to say and diagnose the words you chose to say it. And if I knew you better, I'd probably figure out whether you have ever said and spoken with those words before. Is that really you? And then I will know whether or not the story you tell me is the story from you or somebody else's story. Why should I believe your truth? Why should I believe your story? Your story is your truth. What is respect? What is respect? What is respect? I don't smoke. I don't smoke. So what's respect? It's respect. You know, go into a cigar, you go into a cigar bar, you don't smoke, you hate smoke, you go into a cigar bar and don't ask somebody to put out their cigar because you don't smoke. Just don't go there. Otherwise, that's what you're going to expect. Don't hinder somebody else's ways because they chose to go to a certain place. Like now they shut down all these crazy bars, no smoking indoors. Why not? Because it's no good for anybody. But what if everybody wants to smoke and everybody wants to be indoors? Why can't they smoke indoors? Because secondhand smoke is no good, so you should take your cigarettes, go home or go into your car, shut all the windows in the winter and smoke inside the car. It's any different? How many laws are we going to put down for the logics? That's the word I like to use, logical. What is logic and relativity? Logic and relativity. The balance of something. Logic, relativity, the balance. Right? When it comes to drinking, it's really crazy. I can't really see anybody, and I don't like to use the word, you know, on the boat, you have the front of the boat, you have the starboard, you have the stern, and you have the rudder in the back is called the keel. But people smoke, and that's what happens. But it happens over a long period of time. It just didn't happen right now. Hey, Sue, did you decide? Do you know, when I don't like to say certain things. So if I say to you, hey, Sue, did you decide, right? Squeeze an S there, take out the D. Put a couple of S's in. Oh, suicide wings. Yes, spicy. Right. That's what it is. So is it a short or a long term? Will you suffer?
Just keep smoking. We'll hook up you an oxygen tank in the back, because these, the ones they gave you, the skin I can't even rip. Look at this. It's like a balloon. Look what God gave me. Look at this skin. I can't even rip it. Try to stick a needle into here. You know what it's like to stick a needle into here? You know what I'm saying? You can't, it's like, look at that stuff. I cut myself the other day. It healed itself. All alone. Oh my God. God gave us the bodies to live on this earth till the end of time. To the end of your time, of course. On earth. That is. Time on earth in space. Time 47. Let me write this down. Time 47.
Time on earth space. That was the other number I didn't discuss before. I forget what we were talking about, but space is number 44. So if I go space time, that would be 47 and 44 equals to 91. And that is the same numeric value as the spirit, which is 39. 91 minus 39 equals to 52. And that's earth, 10, spirit. This is numbers to words, by the way. Numbers to words for those who have never been here before, all two of you. All these numbers come out of the addition of all the letters in the word. The 5th letter, the 1st letter, the 18th letter, the 20th letter, and the 8th letter. 28, 38, 46, 47 and 5, 52 earth. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to go 91 over 39. And this will equal to 1, and this will equal to 3. And the reason for that, I'm counting this to the single digit. Now, here's something I have not done in a long time. I don't remember ever doing single. So this will be 19 and 9 and 14 and 7 and 12 and 5. 28, 38, 42, and 7, 49, 59, 60, 61, 66. Woman. Freedom. Freedom 55. Numeric value of the word is 66, woman. So is this. 3 and 33, 36 and 29. 29 and 36, 65 and 1, 66. And this is gold. This is going to represent more or less, I think it is the club. Gold club. Gold is number 38, and club is 23, 33, 35, 38. Okay, and so now by understanding that this corona is 66, so we see what Lee gets in. The thing, I just want to jump back to go to a single. These are all very special because they're all red. This is the 19 red, this is the 9 red, this is the 14 red, this is the 7 red, this is the 12 red, and this is the 5 red. And they're found at 5, 7. I'm just going to go. I'm not going to put them. I don't know if I want to put them in order. Let me see. 14. 12. Sorry, 12 is over here. Do I have 19? 19 is over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6 of them. Oh, 5. I have 5. I don't have 9, and 9 is over here. Okay. So in the same row, we have 7 and 9. 12 is on row 4. This is row 2. Row 2, row 3, row 4. This is in row 5. Okay, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Row 5. Every row is 3. Row 6 is nothing, and then row 7. We skip 6. Funny how we skip 6 with single. Where do I get this? This comes off the roulette game, where numbers are red and numbers. The be at go set tie. Settings? I am not good at picking up words. I'm going to tell you, I'm lost. I am so lost. Unless I'm using the be at, beat. Oh, the beat. Oh, the beat goes set. The beat, the beat, the beat, the beat, the beat. Go set tie. Go set tie. I'm thinking. Okay, so let me continue. I'm getting lost. And when we reverse this, 66, 66, it's either 33 of, I always like to refer this of the Christ. It's also noted as the word mass equals to 33. And that's why when they wanted you, right? I want you. I want you. Mass. I want you, mass. Sam. Mass also means all of you. I want a lot of you. Sam wants you. 19 and 1 and 13. 32, 33. I want you. 9. I'm just looking. When I look at this word, I'm just trying to look. There's something else in the word. Since they always take away the first letter when it's a capital, I'm going to take away all the first letters. And this is location. OU always tells me location, the 15th and the 21st letter. And what it means to me, the 15th and the 21st, is 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 equals to 15. Okay. And then plus the 6 equals to 21. And when you can look at this as many ways as you want. What is this going to create, these numbers? Where am I going with this? I always refer this as to Mars. The reverse of the 1 is the 6. So if you would say 1 is God, then 6 would be the devil. And that's the half-life. Where do I get 21 from? Well, it is the opposite side. You have 1 on one side, and you have the total of 21 on the other side. But if I remove the 1, it's a 21 total. But since we have 1 on the other side, we're not going to count it. So we're going to start at 2, okay? And we're going to count all the way to 6, and it's going to equal to 20, the letter T. And it is the second point of the pyramid in comparison to G and T in gematria. Are you following why? So if I would flip this over, okay, if I would flip this over, if I was on a dice cube and one side was the 6, and then I had my other dice cube, and it was a 1 on the other dice cube, when this point was up, okay, the 6 would be down. I would be counting 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 equals to 15. That would be this one. When this is up, I will get a total of 15. When 6 is up, I will get a total of 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6. I will get 11, 15, 16, 17, 18. I will get 20. So I get 20 and 15 equaling to 35. That is electric company, EC. That is 11 craps. There is a payout, I think, of 5-1 in the game, but I'm not going to get into that right now. This also is a connection to the moon and your Freedom 55. I'm going to show it to you in a second. I just want to make sure that this is understood over here. When the 6 is up, the 1 is down. When the 1 is up, the 6 is down. But in all reality, it's the only cube that the 6 is enlightened by the 1. And it's always a 7 in the spirit of 76. 1 times 6, 1 plus 6 equals 7 and 6. And it tells it in the story of what it is. So what happens when you have blackjack? How do you get blackjack? How do you have all 21? I don't know. I didn't get to that point. But we are always wearing the crown. We are the half-life. 1 and 2 is a representation of the half-life. The same thing as 2 and 4. Well, I don't want to do it that way. Same thing as 3 and 6. The same thing as 4 and 8. Son of Pluto. They're all half-lives. The cause and effect of number 2. I spoke earlier on in the video about the B in Spanish exchange with the V. And the V was the 22nd letter. And the B was the second letter. So I would have to have a baby in the V. And if you look this up, okay, this means life of a BB. Because that's the letter. BB. 22. Basic. 20 is a word. Is it not? What would you consider more of a word? 11 and 10? Out of all the words of numbers, okay, think of numbers that really don't come back again in the English language. Right? A lot of 3s, 6s, and 9s, eh? Okay, we're going to stay away from that for a minute. I'm going to come back over here, see if I can remember what I said. This is the numeric value for the moon. It also represents DC, because another formation of expressing 75 is 34. But there's a line in between, and it says 3/4. As this is 3/4, 75% of, this is 3/4, which is 75% of 100. Okay, let me read what's on board here. God, I pray before I even look. You don't know how slow I am. You don't know how slow I am. I am so slow. And they say if you're slow and you say it, you're going to be even slower. No, I'm just like a desperado. I'm so desperate to, I'm really down deep to understand that I can see it. And sometimes I can't. So now I'm going to take a look over to the right at the words that were written. I'm a little scared. My heart is pumping. I'm a little embarrassed. Oh, yes, the be at go east. One of the reasons was it wasn't east. It was really the spirit of ET. That's why I put the S in between the two. Go east. I can't remember. My God, why did I write that? There was a reason for it. Oh. And it was really going to be the beat, and it was part of the communication. Wow, I got to go back and look at what I wrote. I really do. Beast, best code. Yes, maybe I know I wasn't trying to say that, but that's good. I'm happy you said that. Best code, beast, the B Street, the B Street, the B Street boys. Man, there's just so many things. I mean, even when they say this, you're sitting in a bar and all of a sudden you hear somebody say, "Give me a double scotch." And now either you're going, I remember that song from the 80s. It was a double Dutch dance. So when you hear scotch, double scotch, you start, and then you whiskey, malts and whiskeys. They're telling a story in there. But just like the word ism, what the word ism means. And the thing is, anybody here know what the word ism is? I have to go back and go for the word ism. We already did the Freedom 55 and Drive Alive at 55. And not only that, but we're going to have to show you back to where we are. That, see this over here? 5 times 5, 5 plus 5 equals to 25, equals to 10, equals to 35. The minus equals to 15. And that is your Mars Electric Company connected to the one DC moon in our sky. I don't know if I ever spoke this before, but what the cards are sending out to us is, I just want to go back to the beginning. Trying to just look at it. Okay, so anyways, what I want to do here is moons. And here is 0 moons. 0. So mark that as 64. Here is 0 moons. 0. So mark that 64. Here is moon. Mark that as 57. Here there are 2 moons. 2 times 57 plus 19. 114 plus 19 equals to a total of 133. So that shows me Venus and Earth come together over here through these 2 moons. So Venus and Mars, 2 moons. Earth and Mercury, 1 moon. So everybody says, oh my God, look at that. No moons. What are we going to do? How do we communicate? Well, since the dice cube shows me that Venus is this, 2, and it shows me that Mars is this, 4. Well, I see that Venus is inside Mars. Therefore, I'll connect those 2 moons to that planet. And then I'm going to see the 1 moon. So I go ahead and I see 1 moon. And then I look at Earth as the 3rd planet. I go, oh, look, right there. There it is. I see it. We've got that 1 moon in Earth. 3. See this? It happens twice. 2 and 2. It happens twice. This only happens once over here. So we only get the 1 moon. So now I connect Earth and Mercury. Earth and Mercury. Earth and Mercury. Where's Earth and Mercury? I did that somewhere, no? 52 and 103 equals 155. Yeah, I did it over here. 155. So what is the equation in here? I'm not looking into any equations right now. I'm just trying to explain what I see as these connection to the moons. Now, as numbers, right? Venus and Earth come together as the 3rd and the 2nd planet equaling to 5, and Mars and Mercury as the 4th and the 1st planet equaling to 5. 65 is the equation, or 56, irregardless, one of the two, 50, 56 or 65. And the equation over here, there's many equations to create this. You can go with the number 35. You can go with number 27. You can go with number 11 or 12 if you want. All of these will recreate these 2 numbers over here. Where else am I going to go with this? 3 times 5, 15. 3 plus 5, 8. Total 23. 2 times 7, 14. 2 plus 7, 9. 23. 1 times 1, 1 plus 1 is 1 and 2. 1 times 2, 1 plus 2, 23. 23, 23, 23, 23. Let's not count this one. This one creates this one. This one comes from this one added to a single digit, 6 and 5, 11. It also comes from 30 minus 19 equaling to 11. Where did I get that one from? No, it's 30 minus 11 equals to 19. And that is where 6 times 5, 6 times 5 equals to 30. 6 plus 5 equals 11. Minus it, it's 19. Add it equals to 41. So that's where it comes from. The 11 comes from here. And this is that makes the creation. I guess that's it. I'm going to look over what you wrote, Mr. Messer.
Well, you know what? It wasn't a mistake. I'm not sure what I was thinking at the time. I just can't remember. I was thinking about respect. I know I wrote East, and I do like that. I love it. I just love it. When you mark the set, I just saw it now, set. I like to look at it as set. I can look at it as Seth. I can also look at it as let's go basic. In poker, when you have a set, you got 3 of a kind. Now, when you have a set and 3 of a kind, I usually like to say I have a pair in my hand because it's more invisible. And I like to go basic. I like to go with the strongest reality, not what everybody else can say. Does he have a set? Instead of saying, does he have the other one? Does he have the other one? EST set, just correcting. I like title, LTIT. I like this. I like the elite. I am mass. I am mass. I am mass. And mass in French means a lot. They can also use that word as a sledgehammer. Right. Christmas. Christ is 77 and mass is 33, totaling 110 of the Twin Towers. There's a whole big shebang going on right there, right? And I got that. I like my shebang right. Where's that door? Where's my door? My door's open. No, it shouldn't be open, that door. No, that door's got to be closed. I want that door closed. Yeah, don't remember exactly. I just know about respect, what respect is, and on what level of what are your capabilities of really knowing the difference, you know? And it's not only that, if somebody doesn't like something and they're in somebody's space for long enough, well, just move away and give them some space. Nothing is going to be easy in this life. But the whole thing is, I don't think I want to be in the garage with somebody's car running. Oh, my car is running outside. I had to charge the battery. Oh, my God. I wonder if I can shut it off from here. Just give me a second. Oh, my God. I completely forgot about I'm having trouble with it. So, wow, where are the keys? Just give me a second. Wow. Okay. Give me a second. I'll be back. Wow. I forgot about my car. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I'm back. I hope it starts in the morning. Okay, I was right near the end of the video. Anyways, now I just want to read over the Messer, if you're still around. Mass is name. Mass is name. Amen. Mass is name. Amen. Did you know? Wow, it just reminded me of a word today. Pencher, plancher, penser. Let me write that down. I'm going to tell you what it is in a minute. Jamie, where are you, Jamie? Penser, plancher, pencher. Pencher means to bend over. Plancher is the floor. And penser is to think. So I'm not sure, but somewhere in the design of the alphabet of words, all these, I'm not sure what you call them, but somehow there's a story and a reason why those words are the words they are for the definition, reference to Google or reference to Webster. And I like to use reference because I do not want to reference that it came from me, because it's not me. It's what the system has created for all of us. And I'm just repeating everything that's been created into and thrown into the basic of all basics of calculations through the star system math. I just like to call it the star system because of the multiplication and addition that it goes through. And that, well, it should have been straight, right? Multiplication and division and addition. And the division, we all know where the division is, right? Division marks its points over here. So how are we going to be able to redesign this to know what our division mark is? Isn't this what the division is? And is this the way it is? Is there any area space, or is division like this? Is this the way we learned division in school? Is that something like a Morse code balance of something? So I'm just trying to, so I call this the star system math. And when you go multiplication, the reason for 1, I mean, I'm assuming, but there is no 1. 1 is in between all. This is your first X. When you do the addition, you can do it this way. Absolutely. So now let's just create it in the geometric shape for the symbol. The symbol is that. And the geometric shape, is that. Now that, okay, is going to, how will it interfere with this? Now, in one scenario, can it interfere with this? Is it possible? Well, let's take a look. Nope, didn't interfere with it one bit. But that was the way the design had to go in order to go around it. Well, hold on a second. Hold on a second. I could have went to here, but then it becomes rectangular. Follow what I'm saying? It sort of switches. Just trying to. I'm not happy with that. That's not what I wanted to do. It's not what I wanted to do. No. Anyways, can I erase that? Oh God, I can't. I always lose everything. Stop complaining. I'm making a show. It's part of the show, right? Wow. Where is it? Where's my, I can't believe it. It's not in here. It's not here. It's not under here. Whoop. No, it's a key. Okay, forget it. I'm just going to put up with it. So we were showing the division. Oh, yes, the square. Sorry about that. I want to go back to the square. So how can we get the square? Well, what about if I did that, right? If I did that. So why don't we just go basic? I'll put a square here. I'll put a square here. I'll put a square here. And I'll put a square here. There we go. Now we got it. Now I got 4 squares. And I have 1 diamond. 4 squares and 1 diamond. And do you know what they call diamonds in French? They call them carrés. They call them squares. I think it's spelt like that.
I think it's spelled like that. I want to go back to something I think I forgot to mention. Where did I get this value from for 2 moons? Well, moon in a word, and don't forget there's more to this. Moon in a word is equal to 57 in basic alphabet, 57. And we can also count the moon as number 42 plus 15 because there's 2 O's. And it's funny, there's 2 O's now. I'm just going to say Monday. Okay, that's just all I want to say, Monday. So the communication came, day 7, rest. Then there was day 8 was Sunday. Day 8 was Sunday, right? Was day 8 Sunday? Right? Because day 7 was rest. And that was the satellite day, right? Sat day. And day 6, it was man and animal. Okay, so where was I? Yes, it was here. 57 and 57 equals to 114. Plus for the S letter, because it says moons, add the 19 equals to 133. At the same time, there was something else in here. This is going to represent in its basic, because there were 2 moon, okay? It's going to represent, and I'm going to eat my hat for saying this, and I don't want to say it yet. I just related this to Pluto somehow, and I don't remember how. Just give me a second. How did I relate this to Pluto? Something just popped into my head. Pluto's number 84. Just let me do something. 57 over 57 equals to, yeah, this goes back to Mars. And because this will equal to 10, all 10s add a 6 equals to 75. So this is going to now equal to Mars DC. 63. I'm just looking. There's something missing here. There's something missing. And by the way, Pluto is matched up with DC because 8 and 4 is 12, 7 and 5 is 12. Same company, different division. Where did I see Pluto in there? Well, the moons of Mars are called Deimos. I hate making errors. And Phobos. And these names are going to tell us a story. I'm looking at the SUB plugin, and I look at this as the cube. And it starts with PH, so I know it's for space. PH is a word that's created by the numbers 4 and 4, and that's for space. 2 cubes, 44, and it's a lot of space. Mass space. 33, 44. Mass space equals 77. Christ. And you know what? 7 and 7 is 14. 1 plus 4 equals to 5, which is created female. 1 times 2, 1 plus 2 equals to 3, equals to 3 equals to 2. 2 plus 3 equals to 5. 2 times 3 equals to 6. So we get the reverse. We've now reversed. Do you follow where I'm going with this? We've now reversed where we had 1 and 6 on the last page. Where's that 1 and 6? The 1 and 6 right over there. When the 1 is up, the 6 is down. We're going to count 20. When the 6 is up and when the 1 is up and the 6 is down, we're going to count 15. When the 6 is up and the 1 is down, we're going to count 20. So we're going to count TO, Toronto. Also equal to number 35. I'm not really sure where I want to go. There's so many things going on. So many things going on. General Electric, Waterworks, Russian letters backwards, Constitution, Constitution, Restitution. How about this one? Institution. You know, if it's the word of God,
and we have reference, we have to take all these words into reference and how the word was created for its actual value of the word and not the actual value of the reference on Google, or what is not referenced on Google and what is not referenced somewhere else. In fact, if I create a new reference and say I reference it, who am I to reference anything? So I have to use the references. This one versus this one compared to this one compared to this one, all the definitions around. We just have to have a little system where we put it all in and let Google spit out the answer of the information we put in, created by all the others that came before us, and every single one had some sort of diploma. I was talking about that today. In French, the H is silent. When you're lying down in your bed, if you stretch the H out, right? Because that's only in one area of the H. You have to stretch it out. A, B, C, 3 areas. 2, 5, 8. You're standing up. 4, 5, 6. You're lying down. 7 out of 9. Never more. You play baseball. Batter up. Here comes the pitch. Low on the outside. Here comes the pitch. High on the outside. 2 balls, no strikes. Batters at the plate. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Strike on the inside corner. It's 2-1. 4 balls and 3 strikes. That's the possibility. 4 balls and 3 strikes. That's the possibility. How many is that? 4 and 3, 7. What a perfect game. We got DC. We got hot and cold water. We got blue and we got red. We got purple skies. We got Pegasus coming down. We got 2 balls and 1 strike. And here comes the pitch. Strike 2. Right down the center. Swing and a miss. Obligation that after the pitches are done, you will not get more than a certain number of pitches. And you will have an obligation on that pitch. 2 and 2. Here comes the pitch. Ball 3. Low on the outside corner. Outside. Or I should just say outside. If I'd say outside corner, I'm explaining where it was in the strike zone. Is that correct? So now we have 3 balls and 2 strikes. 3 plus 2 equals to 5. So 7 are our possibilities. Now we have 5. If the next one is a ball, we walk. If the next one is a strike, we're out. Which pitch is the next pitch? What number pitch is the next pitch? Since there's 5 plus 1 is 6. We never get to see the 7th pitch. Right, cards. What is there versus what there is not. And just like the wobble on the earth, I like to assume that some of the cards, just like the 8 and the 9 card, some of the markings on the 8, the 6, the 7, and the 8, the 3 outside markings, the center markings, falls just in between these two. Only the 9 are they this close together. No other card are they this close together. Their separation. These are less than 2 meters apart. So that's what I see here. Right. I count the 2 jokers as the 365th day. One of the jokers, the red joker, gets 3 years. The black joker gets 1 year. And okay, let me just write that down. I just thought of it now. The red joker gets 3 years. The black joker gets 1 year. Now, it could be 2 years, okay? It could be three for the red joker, and I'm going to go with 2 years right now. And the reason for that is because the diamond, okay, the diamond suit is different than all the other suits. And don't forget the 55th card is the explanatory card. The diamond here. It doesn't matter which way I hold this way or this way, the image is always the same. But it is not the same, okay, with most of the other cards. 2 up and 1 down, 3 up and 2 down, 5 up and 5 down, 4 up and 2 down, 5 up and 4 down. Look here, 5 up and 3 down, 5 and 3, 5 and 4, 5, 3, 5, 4. And these two go together to create. This is high, the high sky. High sky, 89.55. High sky. Which is 17.55, equaling to 72, equaling to 81. Wow. Venus, the high sky. Venus, possibly Jupiter, control of Venus, Venus, control of Jupiter. I got this great big giant plane, and I'm controlling it from a little joystick. Raphael, 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. I'm going to read a little bit more. AB, I'm not really sure I understand. 12 and 12, the equinoxes, I must learn more. Equin. Equin means to cut 5. Have you ever seen it that way? In French, when you say aiguille, right? An aiguille is a saw. And equinoxes, okay, is telling me in quintuplets, right? Isn't quin 5? Quinte? So at the same time, it's saying who equally and to cut in half. That's my first instinct. The other part of it says X's. So once I see X's and cut into 5, you can already think of the pound key. Because all you need, the biggest dice you need is 5. There is nothing really greater than 5 because 6 cuts everything in half. That's the way I look at it. Although it is 6. And will I remember that again? Constitution, restitution, institution, stitching. There's a lot of ITs in it. TIT, IT. I'm just going to look over the rest. Where am I? Let me read a little bit this. My sound was off, just turned it on. Rotation is the key. On plus X, diamond square, clockwise, counterclockwise to align the equinox to say which one. You know, if I go like this, if I was a slinky and I was doing this, let's say I'll go small and wider and wider and wider, and then I get to the top. At the top, I'm going counterclockwise, and I get all the way to the bottom over here. I'm still going counterclockwise. This way all the way to the top, clockwise, and then counterclockwise back to the bottom. Can we look at it that way? Ditch the third wheel of the set. Why ditch the third wheel of the set? I'm not sure if I understand that terminology. My sound rotation is the key. On is all about pi. When we play the game of craps, when they say the puck is on or off is 666. It's also the passage through Mars of 66, route 66. It's the bypass of the house planet. And the reason I'm saying it, wow, again, I lost my train of thought. I was trying to be fancy. 1566, off. Yes, the word off. I have to write as I do this. I have to write. O is the 15th letter. 15th, remember TH, because you end with 9th, you begin with 1st, right? Not really. If you're counting by 2s, you end with 9, right? And you start with 2. If you're counting, count by 2s. 2, 4, 6, 8, 1, 3,
5, 7, 9. So if I'm counting by ones, and by the way, this would be February and birth, 29th day, and this would be on, 14th letter and the 15th letter, equaling to 29. This is where pi begins to rotate. This is pi. Pi lives. Pi lives on. And then when you're off, this is the 6, this is the 6, this is the 15. This is your 666. This is part of Mars. 66 was rerouted to 80. All zeros, okay, equal to 6. If they didn't equal to 6 and they equal to 15, I would have 95. But they equal to 6, and now I get 14. And here I get 14. So it's irrelevant because in the realm of everything, they are connected on different levels. Interstate. Interstate. And the minute I get this together, it's automatically 39. Automatically, it's going to tell me about something to do at 10. A, B, C, D. And don't forget, A, B, C, D is everything. And I'm going to explain to you why. Because it's first, and it's second, and it's third, and it's fourth. And it's not that 1 and 3 equals to 4, because that's not true. Because if it was true, I would show it to you on the deck of cards. Right? 3 and 1 equals to 3, because that and that is together. The ace is showing it's all life. So all of these have individualities. 1 and 2, ST and ND, stand on 17. Okay, this equals to 3, as well as 39. This is 18, 39, and 18 equals to 57. The moon is now involved with first and second. ND 18, the angel, REICHE, angel REICHE of creation. 7 and 5 is 12, 1 and 2 is 3. 1 plus 2 equals to 3. 1 plus 2 equals to 3. So we have RD, which is number 22. So the total of 57 ST plus ND equals ST ND equals to 57 plus 57 or minus 57. Here is the 79, the birth in the gateway. The minus 22 equals to 35. 11 craps, electric company, the first part of pi. Why these are all different? When we go into the next frame of things, we can eliminate 1 and 2 because they come in 3 and in 4. This is where everything comes in. Everything comes in through DC. And the reason for that is because the 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 9 all contain number 4. And in certain instances, okay, this one contains number 1. Okay, there are no other, this one contains number 1. I do not like to regard these center cards for anything to do with Venus, but it's a semi-representation of Venus because of location above and below inside the 8, as well one part of Venus inside the 7. In order to create Venus inside the 7, I need 2 7s. I need 2 7s overlapping. Okay, hold on a second. Can I just, let me see if I can do this. Let's see if this will work. Can I take the 2 cards? And does that work? There we go. 8. So we took 77 Christ to create the heaven 8, the heaven's gate. And there we go. 2 7s create the heaven's gate. 14, 1 and 4 equals to 5.
But now we got 7 and 7 equals to 8. 1 times 7, 1 plus 7. I'm not sure how far I'm going to go with that. Life is but a dream. Row, row, row. Moon, mon, mono, mon, haha. Mon. Oh, not only that, but there was another thing that the good old Lord, he said, in the name of God. And M-O-N is the name of God. It's N-O-M. K-S Minama, Miyama, K-S Miyama. In French, it's N-O-M. That is the name in French. So the cool. Oh, cool, it aids. I know. Cool, it aids. I know. It's a lemon, right? Get that pH in line. It's a lemon. We need area space. Cool, Kool-Aid. Kool-Aid, lemons. Lemon, correct your pH. P and H created by number 4 and 4. Mathematics, 4 and 4, area space. Created by 22. 2 times. Anyways, Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. All right, burning hot. I want to thank you for being here. Have a good night. How do you end this video? Please download all my videos so that somebody else has them, just in case there's a big ism in the world.